Hi guys, welcome back to the painting channel. This week we're going to go out in the van. We're going to do a plein air in oil. So let's roll that intro and let's see how we get on. Alrighty, welcome back. As I said at the start, it is going to be a plein air. We're going to get off in the van very shortly and we're going to find somewhere on the Romney Marshes to paint for the evening. Now I say evening because today it's been awful. The wind's been up, it's been cloudy, it's been raining, so I haven't had the opportunity really to get out and do a nice plein air for you. That said, I do need to film one or else you're going to have nothing to enjoy to look at this Friday. So it's now 6 and I am going to get off and poodle around the marsh, find somewhere to paint and hopefully come up with a video that you can enjoy and learn something from. So without further ado, let's get on and let's get going. Now, before I go, as always, let me just thank all my subscribers. I keep forgetting to do this until the end of this little intro, but thank you all for subscribing to the channel and the support that you show me. And also, if you're not a subscriber, you know what I'm going to say, please hit that subscribe button, click the bell icon. It tells you every time I upload a new video, and give it the thumbs up if you've enjoyed this video and share it with your friends. But above all, give me some comments. I love reading them. I'll always answer them. And if you've got ideas that you would like to see me cover in future videos, whether it's a vlog, whether it's a plein air, or indeed if it's a sort of painting or a process of painting in oils or watercolors or any other medium come to that you'd like to see me cover, put it in the comment section. I'll see if I can oblige you in time. So with that all said, don't forget there is also a Patreon. My Patreon is growing steadily and it has so much to offer you. Tons of full-time, fully narrated, full-length videos on painting and different paintings and styles and techniques. There is also a weekly live stream for all my patrons every Friday evening at 7, so you can get involved there and you get something that is hopefully inspiration every week for you to go into the weekend with and have a go at. And on top of that, there is also a Facebook community dedicated just for my patrons where you can upload your images, you can ask questions, connect with each other and connect with me to get answers and get help. So there's so much there, and it's only going to cost you $5 or $10 a month. So it really isn't a lot of outlay for the quantity of content that you're going to receive. And it's always being added to each and every month. So check it out. Details are in this underneath every video that I do, and I'd love to see you on board and welcome you there. So without further ado, let's just start the engine, let's get off and let's get painting. Catch you all soon.
It's not my fault. You've been lying, saying that I took away your peace. Drowning by yourself, now you wanna blame me. Like you have no options. I ain't take your options. Now I'm not the problem. You've been terrorizing me, yeah, I'm always wrong. I knew you lost your mind when you dropped that bomb. Girl, are you crazy? Yeah, you must be crazy. I've been thinking lately it's you stole your peace, put it on me. Baby, it's you. Lie like a rat, but take your stuff back.
That is the Windsor's orange as opposed to Michael Harding's. I'm going to come in with some Indian yellow, a nice transparent yellow when needed, cadmium yellow deep. Don't need all of these yellows out, I don't think, at the moment, but I'm looking over yonder, and there is a bit of cloud building up again, so I don't think I've seen the last of this rain. I'm going to put that yellow in there, and my last colours coming in, which are lemon. Put a bit of that there, and Juin Brilliant, which is a bit like Naples yellow, just a little more yellow. Now that is going to slide, so I'll anchor that down during the course of painting. Some of the shapes, some of the detailed shapes. Now I'm going to bring the horizon is quite a way up. I'm actually going to bring this quite a way down here, like that, somewhere like that. And I'm going to make that sort of eye level there, and there's a few trees. Right, okay, so I'm going to put in, there's quite a large tree there. I'm just going to suggest its shape and bring it all the way through. Not having a lot of luck today, I've got to say, with the rain, the wind, and subsequently tractors and other stuff going on. Anyway, it is what it is, and we make the best of it as we can. So there we are, and we've got a field at the back. And take that horizon up just a little because of that. Put that in there like that. Take it all the way through. Now come on, hoverfly, get out before you get caught in the paint. Don't want that. Okay, there's lots of little distant trees and even more distant horizon over there. Lots of little bits and pieces. Several tractors working in these fields. Obviously they're getting it, all the corn in, or all the whatever it is, and the straw and the feed in before the rains come back in. Anyway, never mind, it is what it is. We will carry on. And lots of bits of information over the back. Much of this I will put in later on. So the actual drawing of this isn't too great. It doesn't have to be too much. Now, before we lose all of the bales, I'm actually going to sort of put a couple of square bales in, which will give this picture a sense of time, and very, very quickly, because I might have to paint that out, because I think it's just about to pick them up right in front of me. Oh well, never mind. I can remember. But I've got lots of little vehicle tracks in here which give me directional lines, the lead-in lines. So even if I don't bother putting that in, I'm not that bothered. It is what it is. We'll make a line across this field here, going up to there, and actually that there, take that down a little bit. Now that is sufficiently off center, I hope. And in fact, what I might do is just take a little bit of the zestet and just wipe that off, just for a second, like that. And I'm simply going to move that tree over. So we've got everything, all the information of our landscape is down in this little area. Okay, so now I'm going to start looking at my sky. And my sky is sort of very muted. Although there's a bit of light coming down from here now, it will change fast. But there's some lovely oranges coming in over this side, and I'm going to make a lot of use of that. So, okay, let us start thinking about our colours. I think I'm going to come in with some Ultramarine Blue to start. See how that goes. Mix a little bit of zestet to this first and foremost. A bit of white. It's a lovely blue, but we don't want that blue. I'm going to tap in some orange. Now that's really killed it off, because obviously we are talking about complementary values, and I'm just going to see how that makes that grey. Not bad. Now we can actually increase that light if we want to. Now's the time to add in a little bit more of that mixture that we started with. So we've made a lighter grey now. I'm using a lovely dagger. I use rosemary daggers, and you know, they are a standard brush, so you don't have to buy specific ones. These are a lovely shaped brush. These are what they call their Shiraz. I think that's a Shiraz dagger. I also use ivory, and I've also got evergreen daggers. Some lovely subtle blue colours, violety blues running through that light too. Now, I do want to get rid of most of the canvas popping through on this very light area. it can play havoc with the way it looks. So I will work a little harder to take that out. Put a little bit more of that mixture, that lovely medium, into this, and just play it around with some of these. That's beautiful. That's a lovely glow of orange that is really sort of starting to make its presence felt in the sky. So I may have to sort of run with certain amounts of this. Now, I do always say to people, when you're painting plein air, try not to alter tack, try not to chase the light. Make a decision and stick with it. And it's not always possible, it's got to be said, but as much as possible, try and make that so. I'm going to add some more white, a little bit of cad yellow this time. Just want to bring up that light in the sky. Starting to build really nicely. The evening's settling down so well, so beautifully. And give a bit of direction to some of this cloud up through here. That's sort of coming down a little bit this way. Sort of concentrates the eye coming down into this area here where the most light is forming. So I'm just going to suggest slightly lighter fingers of the cloud pushing its way down like that. And this is the most important part of this painting. This is really just the backup. It's the sky that has everything to offer, and it will make or break this painting. Let's take that out a different way. Okay, I still think that's too yellow. I'm definitely going to come back in with some orange value in there. Just shift that tint, that colour, to a more of an orange value. Now I've got a bee hovering around. Oh, why is a bit late? Should go back to his hive. Okay, I think that's okay. I'm going to pull a few strips of this, the sort of fingers going through that blueness over there. Just tapping in a few. Come on, fly off. Oh, come on. You know you don't want to be part of this painting. Come on, up. Come on. I'm afraid you probably a lost cause. Come on now. There you go. Good, okay. At least it didn't become part of a painting. Hate that. Okay, I'm just going to sort of blast this light in through here now. And we can see that there are sort of fingers of light stretching right the way across this area now. The scene has been building, and so I've sort of got to work pretty fast now to keep this in check. Also, I'm going to be literally chasing more and more light, and the light over here is getting more intense. So I've got to try and remember it almost as it was, because very, very shortly it's going to want to blast out and change everything very, very quickly. A little bit of Indian yellow went into that. Unsure if that's the best move. Counter it with a little bit of cad red light. Although there is yellow in there, there is a lot of sort of warmth, a lot of orange colours. Just come back in and just start looking at some of the bigger trees that are way off there near the farm. Trying to look at the values as we bring that across. And I can use that value down through this contour here, bring that straight through there. I'm going to mix it up a little bit, because don't forget we've got our big tree here. I'm just going to push that in, but that's not how it's going to end up. I'm going to put a bit of orange to that, give it a bit more presence, and then we can bring that all the way through there. So I'm going to come back in with a little bit of light colour on this side of it, but that's not going to be it. I've got to really look at that light now. The field has gone very bright, and I suppose to a point I'm going to have to run with that. I'm just going to put in a nice sort of light through there, catching some of the brightness on that field. And down here, using a lot of that Joint Brilliant now. I'm going to put some more of that mix into it and just going to run our field colour through here. And sort of edging over some of those greens. I'm going to cut into some of them like that. It's very, very wet paint, so it's going to pick up the green, and be careful because that green is potentially quite aggressive. Now the sun's deciding to get a bit of cloud across it. It's gone a little bit hazy now. I can't win. This light is changing so dramatically this evening. It's hard to stay ahead of it. So I can't really. Just soften some of these marks out a little bit so they're not hard edged. Okay, that's fine. And bring some of that orange into there. The paint is getting a little thicker, but it's still workable. But I'm enjoying this process anyway. This light is starting to sink and it's getting richer. It's getting some lovely, deeper, orangey, red colours into here. I want to bring some of that in before I get too much white going on. Some beautiful orange and some rose madder, a little bit of red even, just to bring in some strength into this foreground before I lose it. It'll be quickly gone. I am chasing, I've got to say, every time I say, oh, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do this, and here I am doing exactly what I tell people not to do, and that is just changing the image according to what I'm seeing. Now that's quite light over there, but I want to put a little more warmth to it. Will I ever learn? Probably not. Okay. So let's just see if we can't remix a little bit. Using some umber and some phthalo green, very aggressive green. A little bit of orange in there. A little bit more. That makes a very energetic green, as you can see. And that brings it up to sort of where it should be in context of all the other greens in the picture. So let's just bring that in. But you do have to be very wary of this particular colour because phthalo green is totally unforgiving. If it gets away and gets where you don't want it to, getting it out is not easy. Bring that down a little bit without sacrificing the quality of the light. Cut back into some of these shapes without making it too dirty. Muck it about a little bit so it does break up the edges and the shapes of some of those trees behind there, way back there. And I'm going to then clean that. I'm going to actually leave that brush. I'm going to come in with a smaller dagger, and I'm going to just come back in with some of these darker tree forms on here. Just a little bit more control with the smaller dagger. Getting very, very chilly now, I'll say. That gives me another degree of tree form, closer to a bit of orange into that, a little bit of blue, a little bit of red, and just to suggest that we've got a nice big bushy form out the back there, one or two smaller ones on that contour. Yeah, I think that's not so bad. I'm happier with that now than I was a few minutes ago, I've got to say. And put a bit of orange into that. There's just a little too much phthalo green kicking around there that I touch it and I'm going to drag it out. So if I touch it and make it a bit more orange, then I have a bit more chance of keeping abreast of that. A little bit more colour into some of this here as well. Right, okay, so we have lost our sort of our colour is gone. So, but I wanted to just sort of drag some contour lines through this field where the tractor's been. And I'm going to make them a little sort of reddier green colour, dirty colour, but so you can sort of see some of them. They do suggest furrows, tracks, but they're also great lead-in lines to bring us up to where I want you to see and where I want to make your eye work, sort of up into this area here or even to this area here. So I can do that too. I like this sort of patchwork, this crisscrossing. Sort of just gives a whole more better dynamic to the whole scene. I'll bring one through there as well. Across there. I don't want to lose everything, but I think that's probably more than enough, I think. I'll put that one down. Let's go to a little rig and let's just flick a few dark shapes in that would be our lovely corvids, crows, rooks. Nothing like it for pastoral scene. No different to putting seagulls on a seascape. It's almost a done thing. I'm just going to put a few birds flying, trying to not make them all the same shape, size or spacings. Let's put one or two more in. If you're only putting a few in, make sure you don't make them even numbers. Make sure they have odd numbers of these birds. And so all taken off, and one or two sort of coming over a little closer. I quite like that. It just gives that whole scene a finish. It gives it perspective, and it just sort of gives it a bit of interest as well. I'm not 100% sure with all these marks though. Keep looking at them, we'll see. All right, so I think I've done enough for this painting. Could it have been better? Well, I'm sure everything can be better if we try, if we do it several times, if we go out every day, if we practice, anything can be better. It doesn't matter what we do in life. Can this one be better? It probably can. But I've run out of time, my light has gone. So anything I do now will be guesswork and probably counterproductive. So I think it's one of those that you've done what you can. You've painted as hard as you can, and to do any more, you'll probably destroy all the work you've put in. I can't chase the light any further. The light has gone down, and we're on the last part of that. So, yeah. A great big bus just went past. But yes, I think I'm happy with that. So, okay, we'll talk about this in a moment. I'm going to put it away, pack down. I'm going to have a sandwich, have something to eat, make a cup of coffee or a cup of tea, probably a cup of tea, and just sit down, enjoy that while the evening just concludes. Beautiful light over there now. Well, I don't know how that went. I really don't. I forgot things I didn't do, I should have done. And yeah, that means from the point of view of cameras, recording, sound, So that highlighted a whole load of things from the point of view of doing the van in the future and for when I go away. And I do hope that I don't keep forgetting things. And it's actually a huge exercise because, you know, normally I would go out plein air painting and I would do probably 4, possibly 5 paintings in a day, and without any problems at all. And even having an hour and a half for lunch with friends, I can still create the volume of work and sort of have that body of work at the end of each day. When it comes to the filming side, there's so much preparation to set the cameras up, to make it look about right, and try and get everything as it should be. And then you have to do the painting, and then you have to keep checking. I think I've lost a bit of footage on one of my batteries going out, and all these little bits and pieces of things that you, when you're painting, you don't actually concentrate on that. You don't actually think of all those things. You don't automatically hear when a battery or camera stops functioning. So yeah, what can I say? I don't know, we'll see. I hope this won't be too long a video. I may have to really hack it about to get anything out there. The light changed on me so much, and it was great 1 minute, then the light finally went and I lost it all. So anyway, I've packed up now. I'm making a lovely cup of tea and that's going well. And I've got a nice box of tea in here, nice Yorkshire tea. There we are. If I can sort that out without knocking everything over. There you go. The tea bag in there. Let's make a nice brew. Oh, yeah. I'll get used to it in the end. Nice, lovely cup of Yorkshire tea. Took the liberty of making these before I left home. I didn't know what time I'd get towards the end of the session, so I do hope you have enjoyed the efforts, and I hope you've got something. I hope you got something from the painting itself. I hope you've enjoyed it, and probably more about not what to do than what to do. I don't know. I had fun doing it in the end. I really did. I do like the pitting myself against the light changes and what have you, albeit I didn't listen to my own rules on this one and I started chasing the light. But the changes were so extreme, I didn't really have an awful lot of time to, or a lot of choice to make anything else of it. So, you know, I had the farmer's stuff in the way to begin with. The light changed on my canvas. You couldn't see anything. So many little bits and pieces. Anyway, I'm moaning again. I do apologise. It came right, I hope, in the end. The painting is okay. I'll look at it again in the cool light of day. What I didn't do is take a picture of the scene. So I'm going to do that in a minute. And yeah, I'm going to finish off my sandwiches. Catch each and every one of you in the next video. I have no idea what it's going to be. I don't know when it's going to come out. Well, certainly week Friday. Yeah, enjoy, have fun, take care, and happy painting. Catch you all soon. Bye-bye.
Girl, look in the mirror. Man, you're so dirty. Yeah, you look so dirty. You were never worthy. Lately, it's you. You stole your piece, put it on me. But baby, it's you. Lie like a rat, but take your stuff.
Hi guys, and welcome back to another week and another plein air adventure, which is artist and plein air somewhere. Now, let's start that again. Hi. Hi guys, and welcome back. As this week's video is a plein air adventure, so let's roll that intro. Hi guys, and welcome back to the painting channel. In this week's Hi guys, and welcome back. As I said at the start, it is another week and okay. Start again. Okay guys, hi guys, and welcome back. As I said at the start, it is a plein air adventure this week. We're going to go out in the van. We're going to go somewhere on the Romney Marsh. I've got a frog in my throat. Hi guys, hi everybody, welcome back. As I said at the start, it is going to be a plein air out on the Romney Marshes. We're going to get in the van. Well, I'm going to get in the van. I'm already in the van. Hi everybody, welcome back. As I said at the start, I know I've lost it now. In the meantime, perhaps I ought to start the engine and let's get going on this video quest and the van. And I messed that up.